Hi boys and girls. Today I am in the mood for summer. And in summer, and when I think about summer, I think about lemonade and oranges and fruit, among many things. But I love the way that they look with their bright colors. And so I thought it would be fun today if we painted some slices of fruit. Now I'm going to paint, but again, if you're home, you can always color it. But I do want these to be colored because we're going to color them in a certain kind of way. So I have this printout here. I'm going to hold it up here. Now, if you have like a lemon, a lime, orange at home, and you ask your mom or dad or someone to slice it in half for you, that would be amazing because you can see what it looks like inside. Like this orange here has got all these different sections on this picture that I have with little seeds in them. And so I'm going to actually focus on an orange. This one is a grapefruit, which I love that dark orange reddish color. And then there's some lemons and some limes. So pick one that you might like. They look similar inside, but they might have some little differences as well. And then once you do that, we are going to draw it rounded with different sections and then paint it in a certain way. Okay, boys and girls, I'm so excited to use my new camera so that I don't have to be drawing upside down for you. So we're going to try this out today. I went ahead and I already had a square piece of paper. You can do whatever shape you have. Rectangle's fine, but I like to have this filled, my page. And in the center of your paper, I would like you to draw a big circle. Inside of it, you're going to make the different sections or wedges that go inside your citrus fruit. Now remember, I am going to do an orange, which is kind of what I'm in the mood for today. Now I already drew mine out with a pencil, and I went over it with a black oil pastel. You can also use a black crayon, that'll work just fine. But to save time for my demonstration, I wanted to go ahead and get this started. So when I'm looking at an orange, I can see on my paper here that the inside of the orange that I'm going to do is a little darker than the outside. It just depends on how you want to do it. You're the artist, but I've got a paint brush here. You can also do this with crayons. There's different shades of yellows and greens and oranges, so pick your fruit and decide. But I'm going to go ahead and dip my paintbrush in orange paint. And on the very edge, near my pastel, I'm going to go ahead and make it just a little darker where the peel would be, the outside or the skin of the orange. I love this bright color. And then, this is the fun part, if you have paint like this. Otherwise, like I said, you can use any other kind of value, but I'm going to talk about value today, lights and darks. So if I mix a little bit of white with my orange here, that's called a tint, and I'm going to make it just a little lighter. So over here on my plate, I'm going to pull some of this white, make a different section, pull some of the orange, mix it together, and I get a really pretty soft orange. And that, I like that, is what I'm going to use for the inside of my orange. So I'm going to go ahead and paint each section. I'm going a little fast so I don't take up all your time. With that light orange. I can always go back a little later and refine it a little bit or add some more detail. So each of these wedges, part of my circle, which are sort of like a triangle, I painted over my little seed there a little bit, but you still can see it, and I think I'm going to go over it a little bit more orange with a darker shade or a different shade. And you're the artist, so in the end you can make your own decisions. But obviously for orange, you would do orange colors. or yellow, or for like a lemon yellow colors and lime. This is just the start of it. I am now going to take the center of this. It's a really, really light, so I'm going to add more white to mine. And that part, make it even lighter. Now I've got three different kinds of value of orange. Regular straight out of the bottle orange, I've got a little bit lighter, and then with this more white, it's even lighter, which I really like the color of. Almost like a sherbet or dreamsicle. Oops, got my finger in the paint. I'm going to go back with my darker orange. I'm not even going to have to wash my brush since I'm kind of using the same colors, and add a little bit of color for the seeds and the center. I really like that. And then when it dries, I'm probably going to go back over it with black crayon or oil pastel just so it really pops. But this is what I want to talk to you about. You're going to have a little bit of background left, whether you color it or paint it, it doesn't matter. But I want you to color that background with its complement. So I've got my color wheel here that I don't need to make upside down anymore. And on this color wheel, it's got all the colors, and if you go straight across, it tells the colors complement. So today I used orange. The complement of orange, if I go straight across, is blue. They're opposite of each other on the color wheel. If I were to mix them together, it doesn't make a very pretty color. It kind of washes each other out. But if I put them side by side, it makes each other appear to be almost brighter. And the same with the other colors. So if you did a lemon today, and you could take the yellow and go straight across, then your background color would be violet or purple. And if you did a lime today, same thing. You go straight across, and it would be red. So that's how you're going to find your complement. And feel free to pause my video so you can take a better look at this if you need to get some ideas. So remember, I'm doing orange today. So orange, its complement is blue, so I'm going to make a bluish background. Now, I brought my blue over here, and I realized my plate is really small, so I'm just going to do it really careful because I'm not going to need very much. Blue. And I'm going to try to wipe it off a minute on another paper. Now I am going to mix my blue. My blue is pretty bright here with some of that white. I just made a different part of my palette, so I'm making it lighter blue. But I'm careful not to mix that orange in there because it will be kind of icky color, or one I don't like. And then I'm going to paint my background. I did go off onto the table a little bit, but it will wash off. Sometimes art's messy just as long as you clean it up and you don't do it on purpose. A placemat would have worked really well for here. I probably should have done that. Got a little bit of orange in that. Okay, this was pretty quick and fast. So to make this look even cleaner, like I said, when it dries, I could go over it and maybe add some more color or go over it with my black. But I really like the way this has turned out, and it really didn't take me very long. So pick your fruit, and you can look at my picture here and stop it to take a look of one inside, or you can maybe, if you have one at home or find a picture of one, you can do it and make a large fruit sliced in half picture. I can't wait to see it.